Honestly, with interest rates becoming so high nowadays, you guys definitely need a decent return on your money from all of these purchases that you're making on your credit cards. And the way you actually do this is by assembling a team of the right credit cards. The credit cards I'm going to be mentioning in this video are pretty much the only credit cards that you will ever need and that you can literally keep forever. Now, I know everybody's case scenario is different, but I feel like the credit cards I'm going to be mentioning in this video are kind of like the Avengers of the credit card world, because once you guys have these credit cards, you're pretty much ready to fight fees and interest crime. Some of the credit cards I'm going to be mentioning in this video will not have any annual fees, but some of the other credit cards on the other hand will have annual fees. But honestly, the annual fees should be the least of your guys' worries, because you guys are about to receive a significant return back on your money from all of these benefits and purchases that you're going to make on these credit cards once they're all assembled and working together just like the Avengers. Now, my target demographic in this video is for people who already have credit or who already have a decent credit score set up. So if this is not you, then I actually have a video for you guys to watch. If you guys want to start building your credit, then I highly recommend you guys watch a video that I made recently. And that video is going to be called the best 5 secure credit cards of 2024. I highly recommend you guys watch that video. You can start building credit with any of those 5 credit cards and then eventually make your way towards the credit cards that I'm going to be mentioning in this video. So if any of you guys want to watch that video, then feel free to browse my YouTube channel or hit the link in the description below. Other than that though, make sure to watch this video all the way to the end so that way you don't skip out on any valuable information that can help you out. If you're already subscribed, then welcome back. But if you guys are new to my channel, my name is Ismael Sandiford and you are now watching Just Money, where we talk about financial related topics such as personal and business credit, real estate, and other financial related topics. So if that's something you're into, then you're probably going to want to consider subscribing. But without further ado, let's get into today's video. Okay, so the first credit card that we're going to be mentioning is called the Citi Double Cash credit card, and this credit card is going to come with no annual fees. The good thing about this credit card is that you'll be receiving 2% cash back on every purchase that you make. 1% when you guys make the purchase, and then another 1% once you guys pay your bill. But this is an amazing credit card to get if you guys are looking for a solid 2% cash back credit card that does not have an annual fee on it. You don't have to worry about any specific categories to make purchases on, so that way you guys get the most out of your money like how you would with another credit card. And then on top, there's no cap to the amount that you can earn on your guys' cash back. Also, if you guys ever decide to apply for this credit card, you'll earn $200 cash back once you guys spend $1,500 on purchases within the first 6 months of opening this account. So again, this is definitely an amazing credit card to get if you guys want a little bit of money on all of your purchases, and it's definitely a recommended credit card that you should keep forever. Now, the second credit card we're going to be talking about, ladies and gentlemen, is called the Chase Freedom Flex credit card, and this credit card has no annual fees. This credit card was actually made to replace the Chase Freedom Unlimited, which was actually my very first credit card that was almost going to be on this list. But the Chase Freedom Flex credit card is almost the same thing as the Chase Freedom Unlimited credit card, but not gonna lie, in my opinion, it is a little better, and here's why. So just like the Chase Freedom Unlimited credit card, you're going to receive 5% cash back on travel purchase through the Chase Ultimate Rewards portal, 3% cash back on drugstore purchases, 3% cash back on dining, but now instead of 1.5% cash back on all other purchases, which isn't even that spectacular considering we can just use the Citi Double Cash credit card we just talked about to earn 2% cash back on all of our purchases. The Chase Freedom Flex credit card is giving you 5% cash back in rotating categories all the way up to $1,500 each quarter, and then 1% cash back on all other purchases. So the main selling point about this credit card is the 5% cash back that you're getting in these revolving categories. The only downside about it though is that you're gonna have to keep track of which category you are currently in. But the 5% cash back that you're gonna be receiving can be used on gas, groceries, or even utilities. So whenever these categories come up, you can use this credit card to get a little bit more cash back than what you would normally get from your Citi Double Cash credit card at 2%. Other than that though, the Chase Freedom Flex credit card is gonna come with a welcome bonus of $200 after you spend $500 on purchases within the first 3 months of opening this account. So honestly, that's really not a bad deal to me. I personally think most of you guys could probably hit that within the first month, so you'll receive your free $200 in no time. Other than that though, this credit card comes with a 0% intro APR for the first 15 months on both purchases and balance transfers, so I would definitely take advantage of that if I were you guys. Because for those out there that don't know what this means, it pretty much means you're not paying any interest on the credit card on any of your purchases for the first 15 months, or if you guys do a balance transfer from another credit card, then you're not going to have to pay the interest on whatever the new balance is on your new credit card. So pretty much you're just free from paying any interest on that credit card for a specific amount of time, and all you have to do is take care of the minimum payment. So I would definitely keep this credit card in your arsenal as well, so that way whenever these special categories come up, you guys are ready to take full on advantage of them. But the next credit card we're going to be talking about that I recommend you guys have is the Amazon Prime credit card, which is exclusively for Amazon Prime members. This credit card is going to come with no annual fees, no foreign transaction fees, which is actually good, so that way you guys can keep this card longevity without ever closing it. I recommend for everybody to have this credit card because I personally feel we're in a day and age to where we all definitely use Amazon Prime. Just this past March, it is said that there's 180 million Amazon Prime members in the United States. So this means more than 70% of people in the United States have an Amazon Prime membership. And if most of us are using Amazon Prime, then I would love for all of us to receive 5% cash back on all of our Amazon purchases. Doesn't that sound awesome, getting 5% cash back on all of your Amazon purchases? Because to me, that sounds amazing. Other than 5% cash back on your Amazon purchases though, you'll also receive 2% cash back on gas stations, restaurants, and local transit and commuting, which also includes rideshare, and then 1% cash back on every other purchase. But honestly, the main and only reason why you guys should get this credit card is for your Amazon purchases. But just keep note, in order to receive this 5% cash back on your Amazon purchases, then you must be a member with Amazon Prime. And this Amazon Prime account is going to cost you $139 a year. So if you guys have an Amazon Prime account, then you might as well go ahead and get the Amazon Prime credit card, so that way you guys can maximize your return on all of your Amazon purchases. So again, if you guys have an Amazon Prime account, then get the Amazon Prime credit card. It's that simple. But moving on to our next credit card now, that should definitely be in your arsenal. The fourth credit card we're going to be talking about is called the American Express Gold Credit Card. Now this credit card is going to come with an annual fee of $250, unfortunately, but depending on the time that you're watching this video, this may or may not change, because there has been rumors that the annual fee on this credit card is going to be changing pretty soon. But this credit card is more so directed for people out there who are more advanced or aware of their spending. Because if you guys are looking for a credit card to where you don't really have to look or strategize your spending so that way you can get the most out of the credit card, then this credit card is not the credit card for you. Because if you guys don't use this credit card correctly, then you won't be able to justify the annual fee. But if you guys like traveling, dining, and shopping at grocery stores, then this credit card is the right credit card for you. And I say this because this credit card is going to give you 4x points on restaurants worldwide, plus takeout and delivery in the United States, 4x points on groceries all the way up to $25,000 a year, and then 3x points on flight purchases, and then 1 point on all other purchases. And if that right there isn't good enough, at the time of this recording, they're offering you 90,000 membership reward points once you spend $6,000 on purchases within the first 6 months of opening this account. Just keep note though, this may or may not change depending on the time that you guys are watching this video. Now there are going to be a few different ways to redeem your membership reward points, but not gonna lie, the best way to redeem them is through Amex's transfer partners. And this is pretty much going to consist of different airlines and hotels that will give you way more value than what you would normally get from American Express, depending on what specific transfer partner you use. These guys will give you a 5, 10, or even 20 cent per point value instead of getting 1 cent per point if you choose to go through American Express's other options. So what a lot of people tend to do with their American Express points is book really nice hotels or even really nice flights with their points, so that way they can maximize or leverage their return from their purchases. But other than that though, this credit card has no foreign transaction fees, and it also comes with a $10 statement credit every month for dining when you pay with your American Express Gold card. You'll also automatically receive $10 in Uber Cash each month in Uber Eats or Uber Rides once you add your Amex Gold card to your Uber account. And then you'll also receive $100 in experience credit with the hotel collection, which can be used for eligible dining, spa, and resort activities at qualifying properties once you book at least 2 consecutive nights at a participating property through the Amex travel portal. So pretty much, if you guys use this credit card correctly, then the annual fee on this credit card really isn't going to matter, therefore making it a good credit card to have in your guys' arsenal. But moving on to the last credit card now that you guys need to have under your belt. The 5th credit card that you guys need is going to be called the Chase Sapphire Reserve credit card. Now the annual fee on this credit card is going to be $550 every year, so this credit card is definitely not for everybody. I only recommend people to get this credit card if you know it's going to be worth it for you. Because for me personally, I believe that the annual fee pays for itself many times. So for starters, this credit card is offering you 60,000 bonus points once you spend $4,000 on purchases within the first 3 months of opening this account. And this may or may not change depending on the time that you are watching this video. But those 60,000 bonus points are going to have a value of $900 when you choose to redeem them for travel or even cash back. In addition to that though, you'll also receive a $300 annual travel credit every year that applies to anything travel related. And a quick example of that is going to be stuff like Ubers, hotels, flights, tollways, meters, etc., you name it. So if you guys use this credit card the right way, if you really look at it, then it's really only a $250 annual fee with just this alone. Now, if you want to add the global entry or TSA pre-check that they offer, then they are also giving you a $100 statement credit every 4 years for that as well. So that right there is even more value for you guys. But you'll also even receive free priority pass lounge access for yourself and up to 2 guests after you enroll in this benefit. And this perk alone is going to be a $469 value every single year. So that right there is yet another reason to justify this annual fee. But you'll also even get a free 2 years of Lyft Pink All Access membership, which usually costs about $199 annually. So this means whenever you take a Lyft ride, you're always going to get the best pricing, and you're even going to receive 10 points per every dollar spent on every Lyft purchase. And that to me is literally a crazy amount to get back on your Lyft purchases, so that is a deal that you cannot beat. Other than that though, you'll get a free Dash Pass membership for DoorDash, and what this pretty much does is pretty much waive your delivery and service fees for a year. And then you'll even get a $5 DoorDash credit each month that passes by. The only catch is though, this has to be activated before the end of 2024 because this may or may not still be here depending on the time that you're watching this video. Now there are a bunch of more perks and services that this credit card offers, but in order to keep this video short, I'm just highlighting the things that are most important. One more thing though I do want to mention in this video is that this credit card does have a feature that redeems every 1 point at a value of 1.5 cents. So you're literally receiving more cash back on your purchases. I'm going to be making a full in-depth video to this credit card soon, so if you guys want to watch that, then subscribe to my channel so that way you don't miss it when it comes out. Honestly, with the Chase Sapphire Reserve credit card, you're literally getting over $1,600 in value, so you just can't go wrong with this credit card. I know the annual fee does kind of seem scary, not going to lie, but as I stated earlier, if you guys use this credit card correctly, then you can definitely justify the annual fee. But if you're a person who doesn't mind spending a little bit more money or you like to travel a lot, then this credit card can definitely benefit you in a lot of ways. But these are pretty much going to be the only 5 credit cards that you guys will ever need, so that way you guys can maximize your guys' return on all of your spending. And I know there's going to be a few comments out there from people who might not agree with me, and that's totally fine. But all of the credit cards that I mentioned in this video, when they're used effectively, they have the power to get you a good return back on your spending, no matter what category it is you're doing your spending on. Let me know in the comments below if you guys agree with this setup or if you have a better setup in mind. I would love to know. But that's going to wrap it up for today's video, guys. I hope you guys found value in any of this information as always. Don't forget to get your guys' free stock at Robinhood that could potentially be worth all the way up to $200 when you guys use my link in the description below. And if you guys are looking for a high yield savings account, I personally use SoFi, so that's what I would recommend using. If you guys use my link in the description below, you could potentially earn all the way up to $325 of free money, so I definitely wouldn't snooze on that while the offer's still available. And really quick, I do offer one-on-one consultations. The link will always be in the description below. But if you guys made it to the end of the video, we are at 43,360 subscribers at the time of this recording, so I do appreciate all who watch. I do post weekly videos for those that don't know, and if you guys haven't yet already, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't yet already, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so that way you guys get notified every time I post a new video. And again, we talk about personal and business credit, real estate, and other financial related topics. So if that's something you guys are into, then you're probably gonna want to consider subscribing. We talk about how to get high limits on your guys' credit cards, talk about how to boost your personal credit, how to obtain business credit. We talk about real estate, we talk about mortgage loan programs, we talk about all that. So this is your one-stop shop. And really quick, for those that don't know, I'm a licensed real estate agent, a realtor, and I'm also a licensed mortgage loan originator as well. So if you guys have any questions or concerns in regards to real estate, all my information will always be in the description below. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.